Welcome back, everybody, to the Crypto Mindset channel, where we think and believe all cryptos are just cryptos, and we are here to deliver, give you the alpha, how to trade them, not and date them, not to marry them. Today, we're going to go back to ZBCN, the Zebec, one of the glorious failure coins, I unfortunately have to say. One of the coins that we thought that is going to go blast high, as traders, not as long-term investors. We believed it will have continuous trend at least for a couple of months, but it didn't. It failed. And I've been warning everyone for a couple of months now that is top risks. Everyone were, you were laughing at me, just like always when we do bullish videos. Everyone loves us, but when we do bearish videos, because we are non-biased, we give both opinions, everybody's slamming on us. So we're going to do two things today. One, we're going to discuss the chart of ZBCN. I'm going to start with that. I'm going to discuss what's happening right now, what you should be doing, what you should be getting worried about or hyped about, if there's something of that sort. And we're going to go over the past video later, and I'm going to share with you some of the opinions that people always, again and again and again, share with me in the comments. And they are wrong because it's the way they think it's a fallacy. So without taking too long in the introduction, this is ZBCN, okay? It's the long-term chart of ZBCN. It's a daily. It's on Bybit on the perps, okay? This is where we thought ZBCN is going to find grounds to continue at some point. Now this belief, let's call it, was alive as long as ZBCN was above this trend line over here, okay? This was, and I talked about how this is the last trend line that once we go below it, probably we're going to go down into a bear market, whether it's a market whole bear market or an individual bear market for ZBCN, because it can be one or the other. And I discussed this in past videos. You can go back to the past videos. I'm going to show you one from over a month ago, where I discussed these risks specifically. Okay, once we lost, okay, this trend line over here, and then retested it. This was short signs, and we went actually short. I said I'm going to go short also in those videos. Okay, now what do we have left? Well, nothing but resistance. Okay, the only thing that we have now is this trend line over here that is going to act as resistance from now on until we don't know. And also, look at this. We have been retesting this breakout zone and this resistance, let's call it support. This was a long, and this is better said, this is a long-term resistance and support area. Okay, it was acting as resistance here, here. Here we broke out. That's why we took this trade, very well documented in many of the videos we made. Then it acted as support here, and now it's acting also as support. Now some of you, okay, and here we are getting into, should you be careful right now? Should you be hyped right now? Some of you are going to tell me again, like you used to tell, buy the dip, buy the dip. This is the time. This is the only last resistance, support, whatever. Sure, you can get a bounce over here, but will this continue up higher in a trend like fashion? Okay, I do not believe. I think that we're gonna bounce now, probably. I think this is gonna be a bounce somewhat. Probably there's a few areas where you can bounce. We can bounce roughly to the 30 area, maybe the 35-ish area. I don't see us getting above it. We can. Anything can happen, okay? One thing I definitely don't think will happen, but if happens, then I will open my eyes again to ZBCN, is us getting above this trend line. If, and this is the one caveat, this I'm gonna be back hyped about ZBCN, or not hyped, potentially looking for an entry for a trade, right? If we'll get above this trend line, and this break above the trend line will be compiled and will be companioned actually with Bitcoin strength. Because right now I believe, and I've been telling that for a while also to my members, to you, everyone that is watching it live, we got into a bear market. We have a 90% chance we're in a bear market and not just a shakeout or correction. 10% that this is a shakeout or correction, but 90% right now, my estimation is that this we entered into a bear market. And if that is correct, this won't happen, okay? We won't break above it. But in the 10% that I'm wrong, and we do get a renewed interest in crypto for some reason, then bam, you can go above this trend line and continue. If it's companioned with Bitcoin strength and somewhat of a macro narrative, boom, it can happen. But for now, there's much more risk than there is reward in ZBCN, okay? This can happen where you get a bounce here, then somewhat of another smaller bounce here, then boom, fizzle down, and you get into a long-term irrelevance of ZBCN back into this range. This can happen. This happens to 99% of the coins in crypto at one point or another. The unfortunate thing for ZBCN is that it happened faster than we thought. We thought that actually this is going to continue much higher than it reached. Okay, we thought it can make another double and a triple. Some people thought more than that. It doesn't really matter, the estimations. What matters is that we thought it had strength to it, but we were wrong in estimating that. That's why we trade and we don't hodl. Okay, that's why we traded this move here. Okay, sorry, that's why we traded this move here. We took profits. We said on a live show, that this is probably a local top. Then we traded this move over here to a long side, and then we took some shorts over here to the downside. We trade them, we date them, we don't marry the coins. That's why we do it over and over again. And we've been saying this, okay? Look, and I'm gonna go to the video because this is what I have to say. I'm gonna try. I keep my technical analysis, my chart analysis as simple as possible. I don't try to be cute about it, okay? Look at this. This is a video I made a month ago. When exactly did I make this video? September 28th, so actually almost 2 months ago. I said, ZBCN in trouble, major risks nobody is talking about, okay? And I talked about all the risks that can happen, okay? And now you're gonna see some of the comments over here. For example, someone over here said, you know what your problem is, No Edge? He's talking, referring to me. You don't have diamond balls, more like Ryzen balls. Well, you know what I told him? You got that right, my man. I do have Ryzen balls. It's called risk management. What else we got? Okay, I'm using this as an opportunity to buy more while this coin is on sale. By the way, just to make sure we understand what happened, let's go back to the chart where, let's see where September 28th is. September 28th is here. Okay, so this is September 28th. We did get a bit of a rally afterwards of some percentage, so probably people thought I'm a goofball at 30%, but you can see ever since then, okay, we actually went down into, a 40% decline and counting. Okay, a 40% decline and counting. I didn't create that video for nothing. Okay, so anyone that went balls deep over here and didn't sell, hopefully some people actually sold on that rally, but most people don't. Okay, the diamond balls, the diamond held it, as this dude beautifully said it over here. Okay, this dude said, I'm using this as an opportunity to buy more while it's on sale. Super bullish. Okay, this Tony dude says, that's why I went all in. Tony went all in. He's down 40%. ZBCN is just a meme coin. I'd be concerned, but it's not. It's not just a meme coin. So what this dude is saying is that ZBCN is not a meme coin, so he's not concerned. It's all good, as if not being a meme coin can save you in the market. All these people, the newbies to the market, they come, they watch something I say, it negates their wishful thinking. So they're trying very hard to protect their own thought process, okay, by just ridiculing me in some way or another, or just saying things that are just not true. Okay, let's see what this one do. Zebec is going to do very well. It's a manipulated coin, and it's good because it's in hands of big boys. We'll do fine 100%. Okay, dokie. Let's see what some people over here are saying. I said, cool. This said, it says, if it's in the hands of big boys, they will never let it rise for potential. Oh, someone smart over here. It's just came back to the low ranges. It's institutions that will move ZBCX, not very small fry. Nice for talking about your concerns. I think ZBCN will move next month, personally, once rates come. And this is something else that a lot of people said. Once rates come, well, no, okay, whatever, okay. And I told him the rate came already 2 weeks ago. I didn't know what this dude was waiting for. Okay. How are you feeling about ZBCN now? I would love a tier update or rate. Sad to tell you this, but it is true. Okay, sad to tell you this, but it is true. How long you've been in crypto? He's asking me. Stop the FUD. He's telling me you don't know anything. Okay, stop misleading people with lies. If you don't want to, if you don't know, this is the future. Please stop. I only gave my humble opinion, and you can see that this dude got offended very much so. Okay, typically when a coin dumps 25% going into news event, it usually dumps back down. Okay, true. Bro, you're tripping. You're tripping. It was a typical buy the news, sell the news event. The market is still waiting for the risk to dominate, and we're not there yet. Not sure what that means, but he's saying that I'm tripping, that I'm delusional. XRP did the same thing and pumped and dumped on news. Okay, Zebec bullish. I'm buying the dip if it happens. All in, yeah, baboons. Okay, not sure is. Anyways, you can see that a lot of people are saying ZBCN is being suppressed. I don't know. So you can see, okay, so many people here are just you fun, all right? He said it. You see it? You see this one, or you can't see it? Can I move this over here? No, you can't. And let me see if I can move it to the other side. Uh, no, come on, this. I don't want this. I want my. Oh, here it is. Oh, here. Oh, okay. So, okay, I'm moving it this way. So he's saying, you're funny. No one can predict prices. Everything related to political situation and economy. Well, why did I say? I said, okay. Um, oh, no. I said, are you high, champ? Not once in this video or any video I try to predict price. That's not what I do. I literally say multiple times in this video that no one can predict the future, because I always say that no one can predict the future. It's just true, okay? Your opinion is a stretch. Okay, so Mr. This one is saying there's a difference between retail activity and sentiment, then utility and plumbing infrastructure as play. This is a short-term perspective. If I walk in the room with Bill Gates and Warren Buffett, you will conclude long-term. Zebec has already partnered with, and this is another thing, they partnered with global finance. I guess you are smarter and have more foresight than them. As if this dude is saying that for some reason he's saying that ZBCN has partnered with Bill Gates and Warren Buffett or something. Anyways, look, I'm tired of going all for this. This happens all over again. Okay, what I'm here to say is stop. If you don't know what if you don't know what you're doing, it's okay. I didn't know what I was doing in the past also, but I didn't went into someone is giving his very professional opinion and try to ridicule him. Instead, what I did is try to find a mentor back then. And I find a few mentors. I'm offering myself as a mentor to you. Join my VIP. Okay. My VIP has quite a lot of um, amazing things to it. Okay. Trades, my trades, right? My trade setups, my trade signals, write-ups, weekly market updates, daily market updates. It's a bit different. One is shorter, one is longer. I talk about the markets, I talk about my perspective. Courses to understand what I do and how I do it. All you need to do is scan the QR code, and you can come and you can join into my, it's in WAP, by the way, and it's a very good platform. I like it. And just to make sure that I'm going to show you a little bit of how things look like in the WAP, so you can come check out. You can choose any of the following. Okay, um either my, you can choose actually, the trades also. Here it is. Okay, you have my Jomo VIP. You see it? Oh no, here you go. Now you see it. Yeah, my Jomo VIP over here. You have Elite VIP, by the way. Elite VIP is for people above 50K, above 100K, that each mistake they have costs them a lot of money. We don't want you to bear a lot of cost, a lot of mistakes. So we invite you to join our Elite VIP. That's the tier where we coach you hand by hand. You have direct access to me and CM, by the way. But if that's too steep for you, you have the VIP for 4 months. Okay, this is something that I definitely think is good. Or my Jomo trade, which is 266 a month. Okay, and you get less than what you get in the VIP. The VIP, if you normalize it by a month, it's cheaper because this is for 4 months. Okay, so it's cheaper, but you get more access to me. You reach out to me on WhatsApp, ask questions. Okay, you get a Telegram channel for faster communication of trades and everything. Also, you get my courses, right? You get the entry level course and the mid level courses. Okay, and actually you get all the courses because I actually lately added everything to the VIP. Everything, you get all the courses to the VIP. All you need to do again is scan the QR code, come to the website, join the Jomo VIP. You'll be happy. Okay. I can't guarantee anything. I can't guarantee the future because it's all about how you will follow everything. But I will guarantee one thing: I'm working my ass off for you. I'm doing all the heavy lifting that I can to find all the opportunities, to teach you as much as possible, and to have consistent month over month PNL. If you want to see one of my month over month PNL, you can check the video. I'm gonna put it in the end. My October, all the trades of October, how we did in the membership, how the members did all the trades of October, the winners, the losers. You can see it, everything over there. All right, everyone. Until next time, no edge.